Hi everyone. Today we're going to discuss how you can start your own business in real estate as a broker or real estate agent while minimizing the costs and processes. We're going to cover what this role involves, what you need to get started, the costs, earnings, and some pointers for success. Before we get started, a quick thank you to everyone who just subscribed to this channel and has seen my videos after the new podcast with Ranveer. For those of you that don't know, I did a podcast on personal finance on Ranveer's Hindi channel, and I'm going to be putting the link in the video description below. So a broker or a real estate agent is someone that represents either the buyer or a seller in a property transaction and helps facilitate, that is, complete the transaction. Now, why am I suggesting this as a possible business idea in 2020? First of all, there has been so much uncertainty surrounding the job market this year, with a small recovery now overshadowed by job losses again in October. In such an uncertain climate, becoming a real estate agent or broker is a low cost and low investment way to start your own independent business. It's also a business that helps you learn the ropes and get a lot more information about the real estate market in India. This line of work will help you build market connections both with investors and developers, and could also open up new opportunities such as becoming a real estate investor in the future. The first role of a broker or a real estate agent is to be a facilitator. This means getting the transaction done in a way that satisfies your client's requirements. The second role is transparency. This means making sure that your client has all the information they require and need before making an important purchase like a property or flat. Another important part of being a broker is being a marketing channel for developers. This way you can get information about developers' projects out to potential investors or clients. Another important aspect is open communication. As a broker, you have to be able to provide that open line of communication between the buyer and seller of the property to make sure that the terms are agreed and that everyone is on the same page. If your client is an investor, you may have to help them with administrative and maintenance work for their property portfolio to increase their ease of doing business. Alright, now let's talk about some of the costs and investments you need to make to start your very own brokerage business. The first thing you have to get is a RERA registration as a broker. RERA stands for Real Estate Regulatory Authority, and as a broker you must register with RERA in whichever state you are in. Depending on the state or area you live in, a RERA registration as a broker can cost anywhere between 5 and 50,000 rupees as an individual. If you register as a company, this is more expensive. RERA has brought accountability, standardization, and transparency to markets because they hold brokers and developers accountable for falsifying or misrepresenting information about the project. This gives an additional amount of security to home buyers who are looking to make an important transaction and buy a home. There are also now agents and websites that help you complete this process to make it even more streamlined. We know that digital marketing is very important for lead generation in real estate, and it's no different if you are a broker. In 2020, having a strong digital presence is a must, and this is something that you have to invest in if you want to have a successful brokerage business. You may also want to spend on email marketing campaigns or telemarketing, as this is a great way to reach out to new potential clients. Finally, one of the most important things to do is to register yourself as a broker on all the leading property portals that we have in India today. These days, property aggregators such as 99 Acres, Magic Bricks, PropTiger, Common Floor, and so many more have become really important to the way brokers work, find new clients, and also new listings for properties. Once you have done this, you will be able to reach out both to clients who have listed their properties and potential customers who are browsing these sites for homes and could use your help and services. Going through these sites will also give you an idea of the prevailing market conditions in each area, what kind of buildings and flats are available, what amenities they may have, what's the current rate going in the market, and a lot more information like this. You may also want to invest in a good camera to be able to take pictures and videos of the sites you visit and market, and slowly be able to build a portfolio of properties that you are marketing. You could also consider joining a networking group. There are a lot of networking groups with professionals from different industries that look to collaborate and work together to increase business for everyone. Some of these groups, like BNI, could set you back around 30,000 rupees a year, but also help you to get new clients and business. This is one of the few businesses where, given the low startup costs, you may be able to recuperate your entire investment in the first few months of starting out. Firstly, you're going to have to look through property portals to either find a suitable property for your client or start using these portals to speak to prospective buyers for a property that you are marketing. Next up, you're going to show this property to the prospective buyer and give them all the information to see if this meets their requirements. This year, given the way things are going, a lot of people may not be able to visit and see the property for themselves and instead might be relying on a virtual walkthrough or a video walkthrough to see if this flat or property works for them. After this comes one of the most important processes that the broker is a part of, which is due diligence. Due diligence basically means seeing if the paperwork associated with the property has any problems associated with it or any issues that you should be raising to your client. This due diligence could involve building paperwork relating to its completion from the municipal authority. In the case of rent, you might also need to deal with residential societies to get an NOC for your tenant. Once the client has selected a property that meets their needs, it's also the responsibility of a real estate agent or broker to help find a lawyer to draft a sale or rent agreement as per the transaction. Once the terms of the agreement have been settled between the buyer and seller, the broker also helps complete the registration process at the local registrar wherever you live. This registration process is the final step of any transaction. Finally, in the case of rentals, even after the transaction is complete, a lot of brokers maintain lists of service providers to help their tenants out if any problem arises. This could include plumbers, carpenters, electricians, and anything you might need in the normal course of maintaining a home. Once the transaction is complete and the agreement is registered, you can expect to earn anywhere between 1 to 3% of the total sale value, or in the case of rentals, 1 to 3 months of the property's rent. It's important to maintain transparency and also have these terms cleared, agreed, and out of the way at the start of the process. As we discussed in a previous video, there are two paths to real estate marketing: lead generation and lead conversion. On one hand, you have to create a network of property buyers or investors that trust you. When you start out, this could be your friends, your family, people that you know and know how you are as a person. Once you are established, you can look at generating leads through digital platforms or even online aggregators. On the other hand, you also have to create a portfolio or basket of properties that you are actively marketing. When someone comes to you with their requirements, you already have a starting point in terms of properties to show them. You also have to build connections with real estate agents and brokers to get access to more inventory that they may be marketing. You should also go register yourself with local developers to be aware of the new products available on the market. Word of mouth marketing is really important as a broker. You could also build landing sites and websites or run social media campaigns for a specific product or developer to generate leads online. Further, telemarketing and SMS campaigns are also a big part of lead generation in real estate sales. Lead conversion depends on the quality of your sales pitch, how knowledgeable you are about products that you are marketing, also definitely your trust level with your client. The first important point here is building trust. Real estate is a business where reputation and trust tend to matter. Customers are only going to make a property purchase so many times in their life, and there is so much blood, sweat, and hard work that goes into putting the funds together to make a property purchase. It is important to keep the client's needs first because, more often than not, for the client, buying a property is a big life decision. Whereas For a developer, it is more of a sales or business decision. A second key to success as a broker or real estate agent is to be as knowledgeable about the real estate market as possible, whether it's prevailing market rates or trends. This kind of information you'll get by going through all the property aggregator portals and also by talking to people who work in this industry day to day. Another important key to success is knowing what kind of value addition you are bringing to your client in this entire property purchasing process. For a lot of investors who have large real estate portfolios, what they value is peace of mind and having someone, a professional, who will handle the day-to-day management and running of their property portfolio. Given that this is a trust and relationship based business, one good referral could get you 100 new clients, but one bad referral could also do damage to your new practice. Alright everyone, thank you for listening. I hope that this video gave you a clearer picture of the kind of work that goes into becoming a real estate agent or broker and how it could be a low investment way to enter the real estate market in 2020. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope to see you soon in a new video. As always, please remember to like and subscribe and let me know what kind of topics you would like me to cover in the future. Thank you.